Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. I've just finished off work and I'm about to go for a dental appointment, so I thought I'd just come down here to the harbour side, and I'm just here at the Opera Bar, just around the corner from the Opera Bar, and I thought I'd pump out just one more 5am Club for the day to bring my total to 5. So I'm making great progress and well on my way to cranking up 1,000 5am clubs and delivering on my 1,000 vlogs. So the book summary that I want to cover today is a general sort of topic, and the book is entitled Why Do We Sleep? And the author is Matthew Walker. So we're just going to talk briefly and at a high level in terms of why we sleep and why sleep is necessary, and hopefully it'll help us understand this simple topic a little bit better and give us some rules and some things that we can do to make the most of our sleep and to get as much rest as needed in order to live a happy and healthy life. So the author reminds us, and he states the bleeding obvious, of course, that approximately a third of our life is dedicated to sleep. So if there's one thing you need to get right in your life, it's got to be the sleep thing, because of the impact and the platform that sleep provides. It is the thing that enables you to do all the other things as effectively and as efficiently as possible. So a third of our life, a third of our day is dedicated to sleep. So given that that amounts to quite a few hours, 8 or so hours on average, it's a huge amount of time. So given that it's a big amount of time and an important element of our life, then sleep seems to be something that should be considered to be a gift and something that we should respect and cherish. Because the author says very, very clearly that sleep is crucial to our health and our development. And the younger you are, the more important that sleep is for your health and development. So the first key point to come out of this book is that sleep is the foundation. It's foundational to our health, and it is extremely important. Because in our lives, we have three pillars to provide support for our life, and the three pillars of health, which is critical. So if you haven't got your health, then you don't have very much else in your life. So in order to maintain health and to manage health, the author reminds us that the three pillars of health are diet, exercise, and sleep. Those three are critical and so important in order to enable us to live a good and healthy life. So on the subject of sleep, I guess the corollary is to look at what happens if we don't get enough sleep. And the author says that if you don't get enough sleep, you will have a number of health issues. And the types of health issues that come from lack of sleep is that your blood pressure will increase, which damages the artery walls. You'll feel drowsy, you'll feel uncomfortable, and you won't be functioning at your optimal level. So sleep is important to every aspect of your life. And the author then talks to us about the dangers of not getting enough sleep. The drowsiness and the disorientation that you feel from lack of sleep is really dangerous. And the author then talks about the sensation. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but I've experienced it on a number of occasions where you feel drowsy when you're behind the wheel. And the author says that drowsiness caused by lack of sleep and tiredness is worse than being drunk when you're behind the wheel. And the chances of having a micro sleep where you just doze off for a couple of seconds can be so dangerous, not only to yourself, but also to the passengers in your vehicle and to other people on the road, including pedestrians and other motorists. So be very, very careful, because the lack of sleep can impact your driving, can impact your work, and can impact your health in many, many ways, more ways than what you could ever give it credit to. So what do we do in order to improve our sleep is probably the key lessons to learn from this book, given that it's pretty obvious that lack of sleep is bad for our health and has negative impacts on our experience of life. So the author talks about the importance of having increased sunlight during the day and limiting specific substances which can improve your sleep quality. So what we'll do is we'll go on a bit of a walk and talk and chat about these things before we close out this book summary for this day. So the author talks about the importance of avoiding alcohol and nicotine, because alcohol is a depressant and nicotine is a stimulant. But both of those impact your ability to sleep because they make you restless and they impact your physicality to a point where it interrupts your sleep. One other tip that the author gives is that you may want to take a hot bath before you go to sleep, because that seems to help in many situations. The next point is that we need natural sunlight to help the body stick to a pattern. So we need to spend time in natural light and not just to be locked up in a room playing games all night. And whilst we're on the topic of those games and computers, we need to keep away from the unnatural light which is emitted by the mobile phones and computer screens, because once again that makes us alert and it may interrupt our sleep patterns. And the last point that the author talks about here, which is an important one, and I think this one here impacts me a lot, is that you need to lower the temperature, your room temperature, when you want to get a decent night's sleep. And I'm the sort of person who doesn't wear pyjamas, doesn't wear a singlet, prefers to sleep with as fewer clothes as possible and as few coverings as possible, whereas my darling wife Paula likes to be covered and have a blanket and sheets. So that in itself is a challenge. So you just need to understand that, especially for men who feel the heat, I guess, a little bit more than the women, you need to keep your body cool throughout the night to ensure and to facilitate a better night's sleep. Anyway, it's a simple book, simple messages. I won't spend too much time on it. So what I'll do now is just finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's make the most of the third of our life that is dedicated to probably one of the most important aspects of our life, and that is getting a decent night's sleep, as it's going to improve our health and make us more energized and more capable of being as productive as we possibly can and doing all the things that we can do in the limited number of hours that we have in our day. So thank you once again. I'm just heading off. I'm just going to go to my dental appointment now. So we'll chat again. I look forward to coming to you tomorrow from a different location with a different message, a message of empowerment, something that's going to help us get up, get through the morning, get through the day, and hopefully be as productive and as happy as we can. So Yassas, if you like, you're from Jim's 5am Club, and we'll chat again. Bye for now from this beautiful, most beautiful location in Sydney. Ciao, Yassas.